Welcome back, guys. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Netflix animated series Castlevania, Vlad, Dracula, Tepish, Funko Pop. If you haven't checked out the animated series on Netflix, you definitely need to check it out. It's really, really cool. Full disclosure, it's not for kids. There's a lot of violence, a lot of gore, crazy stuff, but it's really, really cool. I can't praise it enough, and yeah, it's ended now. I think they stopped it at 4 seasons, if I'm remembering correctly. But you definitely need to check it out. And if you haven't heard of Castlevania before that, or just hearing of the show but haven't really seen anything else of it, it's actually based off of a Konami video game franchise which started back in the NES. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look around the box. Dracula's little eyes, red eyes, which I thought was really cool that Funko changed it up for that. On the back, you have Dracula, Funko form. You also have the logo, Castlevania, the C. You also see a little preview of the other figures that they released. Now, I didn't get the other 4 figures in the line. I only wanted to grab Dracula just because, well, I mean, it's Dracula. He's the coolest looking out of the figures, in my opinion, and he's a Prince of Darkness. So, but the other characters in the line, were Trevor, Alucard, Sypha, and one of the demons that came out in the first season, Blue Fangs. Really cool character designs in the show, I have to say. Also, coincidentally, this show was based off of the 3rd Castlevania game, Dracula's Curse. They took the story from that. They did take liberties as the seasons went on, but yeah, it's based off of that game. Then you got the full profile on the other side of Dracula. Got the really cool red and blacks in the background. You see the silhouettes of the bats, which I thought was really cool. Definitely makes for a really, really cool profile photo. Classic window box. Alright, so let's get this guy opened up. Now here's a question for everybody. If you have heard of Castlevania, what do you think of it? As well as, have you played any of the video games? Whether it be the NES games, or the PlayStation games, or the 64 games, or even the Nintendo DS games. I'd be curious to see which ones you've played, which is your favorite, which is your least favorite. Yeah, I think that'd be a cool discussion, so feel free to comment down below that. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the figure itself. Yeah, Dracula looks really, really cool. Really, really regal looking. I can't get enough of Funko's attention to detail, man. Yeah, you see the little markings in the suit there. Little red sash. The boots. See, I don't know if you can really tell, but you see the fingernails are long, which they should be because he's Dracula. Got the little cool detail in the gauntlets there. Got his goatee. He's got this like paler type skin. I mean, he's a vampire, so of course, right? Got a little goatee, his little stash. Man, even the attention to detail in the hair strands look really, really incredible. He's even got the pointed ears. And you see, I don't know if you can tell. See if I can get this zoomed in there. Yeah, the little buckle on his cape there. That's really cool. That little attention to detail is what really Funko really knocks out of the park with little things like that that a lot of other people could take for granted but Funko just adds it in there. And the cape, I love the way the cape just like it's molded, you see the creases and stuff like that in the cape and the red and black. I mean, this is a really gorgeous figure. I cannot praise it enough. And I'm so glad I picked this up back when it was released. I don't remember if I mentioned this before, but this was released back in 2019. And man, I am so glad I picked this up because this figure is like really, really cool. So again, guys, I'd be curious to see if, you know, which Castlevania game you've played, which you haven't played. I've played most of them. I would say my favorite is, well, of course, 1 and 2. Well, the NES ones are really, really good. Really, really hard. I know it gets a lot of flack, but I really enjoy Simon's Quest Castlevania 2 for the NES. But my favorite would have to be for the release for the PS1, which was Castlevania Symphony of the Night. That one is just an absolutely amazing, gorgeous, gorgeous game. The soundtrack is amazing. You play as Alucard in that one, and it's got more of a side-scrolling 2D slash RPG elements to it, because you collect weapons, you level up and stuff like that. But yeah, I can't praise this figure enough, or the Castlevania series as a whole, like the video game franchise, minus a few hiccups here and there, which there are several, believe me. But this guy is, man, this guy is definitely awesome. Go ahead and do one more tour around the figure. Yeah, this Dracula is really, really cool, guys. So yep, that about wraps it up. Again, if you're new to the channel, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And if you're a returning viewer and have already subscribed, thank you for coming back and watching this review. And I got something special lined up for the next review after this, so you might have seen it in my shorts that I released recently. So yeah, there's a little preview of what's to come, and that about wraps it up. Guys. I'll see you all in the next video. All right, have a good one.